check. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us here outside at Riverworks on a cold, snowy night in downtown Buffalo, New York. I am your host, Toby Bell. On color to my right is Sean McHugh. Jeff Jazarowski will be operating our camera, and Aaron Alpern is producing this game for us here on the 412 Communications broadcast booth. Digital media solutions from 412 Communications to help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. And as I mentioned already, we're here at the beautiful outdoor facility that Riverworks has blossomed into right on the canal side of Buffalo as we get set for some AAU Division II action. It's the Niagara Purple Eagles ready to take on the University of Tampa, where the high was 73 degrees today. Obviously a much different story here, over 1,000 miles north of the Sunshine State. The Tampa Spartans head into the first of two games that they'll play against Niagara here at Riverworks this weekend with a 6-6 record on the season, but 4 of those 6 losses have come in their last 5 games, the most recent 2 coming as back-to-back losses to the Florida Atlantic University. Now, those games were 3 weeks ago, so since the Thanksgiving break, the Tampa Spartans are hoping that they can come out a little hotter after they got a few weeks off.
Yes, but that task is certainly going to be much easier said than done, as if Tampa was hoping for a turnaround game, they might be disappointed because they're facing a Niagara University team also looking to bounce back from a bit of a rough stretch. After a very impressive 8-2 start to the season, the Purple Eagles have dropped 3 of their last 4 games, similar to Tampa, and that has led them to a 9-5 record coming into this game. Now, if you are of one of the Niagara faithful in our region from Nickel City Hockey Network, there's some reason to be optimistic that the Purple Eagles might have found their stride again after averaging exactly 5 goals per game through their first 10 contests, which is an absolutely ridiculous scoring rate, 50 goals in 10 games. They cooled off a bit. They were only able to put the puck in the net 6 times throughout their 3-game skid in the month of November. Definitely the catalyst for why you saw the dip in their record. However, in their last game, they got their offense back into form as they were able to put in 6 in a 6-3 victory from Canisius, and they will look to use that as a building block against visitors from the south. And I know we definitely live and die by the cold weather here as football fans up in Buffalo. Niagara is going to look to maybe use the cold weather to their advantage, dealing with a team, like you said, Toby, where they're from. This high was 73 degrees today. We're not going to see that temperature for 3 months here in Buffalo.
Absolutely. The temperature currently sits at 29 degrees, and the strong bone-chilling winds have the real feel as low as 15 degrees here, and right on the water, it feels even colder than that. As getting off to a hot start is going to be really crucial for both these teams, not only to try to fight the cold with some momentum and adrenaline built from a good, productive start, but as we mentioned, both teams coming in on a little bit of a slump would like to get their confidence up early.
And also something to note here, too, they are going straight into the game from warm-ups here. I mean, I'm not big on technicalities, but I think that is preferred right now. It's cold. Just get going right after you get your legs under you. That's going to be big today. This Tampa team might not be used to this. I'm not going to say Niagara is either, but they're accustomed to dealing with this cold. Just get it going and just kind of get to familiarity now once you get over the, I don't want to call it a novelty, but like the uniqueness of playing in an outdoor game.
Yeah, I was able to speak to Niagara coach Ryan Atteri before the game, and he said that he was excited for the big test, and he also believes that there'll be a big test for Tampa as well. And the reason he said they decided to put this game together was because for the last 3 years of this core that Niagara has put together, they have yet to play anyone from the South Division. And Tampa's obviously been among the best of that division. Niagara's been among the best up here north, so it'll be a test across divisions for both of these organizations.
It's going to be a big test to see. And right before we get started, as everyone who watches my broadcast, it may be cold out here in the rink, but man, these two teams brought the fire with their uniforms as Tampa, for the outdoor game, taking a page out of the professional books, debuting a classic throwback look for the Outdoor Classic. You see a lot of the Tampa Spartans wearing knit hats over their helmets. I'm sure they're going to come off after warm-ups. Tampa really seems to be leaning into the Winter Classic aspect, and NU coming out in those classic retro-looking purples with the hamburger stripes on the shoulders. Uniform matchup is definitely hot here, so if the uniforms are an indicator, we're in for a great hockey game. Two teams that are typically very, very used to being on the top of their respective divisions, got a bit of a north-south cross battle here to get the holiday season underway here at Buffalo Riverworks.
It certainly is a great jersey matchup. The Tampa Spartans looking like a different color rush of the Buffalo Sabres 2018 Winter Classic.
Sabres need to go back to red and black.
That they do, as Niagara wins the opening puck drop and moves the puck up ice into the Tampa zone where it's turned around. Now Tampa will work up ice the other way as Gelman tries to get it over to Sfera. He does, and he takes a hard shot, but it goes high and wide and reverses back into Tampa's zone.
Something to watch here today. This is an outdoor rink, and there has been a tournament on it all day. The ice is very, very ruddy. Watch for difficulty moving the puck on the surface. Watch for a little difficulty skating as well.
Now Tampa in the corner engages into a battle. 2 players of each team in there, and it starts to move up ice for Tampa. Sfera tries a centering pass. That one is picked off and ends up on the stick of Niagara's defenseman, who will now skate it into the zone. Dumped in deep there by Gross to the opposite corner. It'll be chased down by Krautwurst. Krautwurst can't maintain possession, so Steiner's going to start to move up ice with it. He rattles it around the boards, and a good play by Tampa will start the breakout for Sfera. Sfera tries to send one across ice, but Niagara thwarts that attempt. Now Krautwurst starts the play up ice. Play goes to the wall now, and another battle ensues on the far wall. Tampa comes out with that, and they'll start to move up ice.
Ooh.
As here comes Hofberg with a nifty move on the wall, but he can't get it into the net. Puck bounces up to the net. Now all the way up top where Lyon takes a shot, and that one goes wide. Another shot coming from distance, that one wide as well. Now a third, that one does make it to the net, and the first save of the game is made by Joseph Willis just over a minute and a half into this outdoor contest.
Joe Willis, the former Buffalo Stampede product, getting tested early today. As one thing, we were wondering, would teams need to adjust to the cold? Not even a little bit, Toby. Both teams brought their skating legs early. Boys are moving today. Tampa with a nice rush and transition right there.
So we were looking for a fast start. We got one from both teams. Is now one of the 2 McMillan brothers, that being Matthew, corrals it behind his own net. He sends a puck out of the zone, but onto the stick of Niagara's Liam Lawrence. Now puck ends up in Niagara's zone. Lawrence will retrieve it again. He sends one up the glass. Just getting out of the zone it does, but now pass back to Lawrence in the zone, and he'll look up ice slowly. Buying time, looking for space. He finds it, gets it just over the red line, but as he tries to dump it in a second time, it bounces into the bench and ends play.
So far, so good here right now with the pace. Both teams having some back and forth action. The better of the chances in the first 2 minutes and change going to Tampa just because they got one on net. But NU's going to look to get going as now the outstanding Star Point product, Justin Bull, is on the ice. That is a player to watch for NU. Nickel City Hockey Network has seen a lot of Justin Bull. Expect him to put his mark on this game now, as there he is on the forecheck.
As here comes Niagara, working through the slot, a shot, and a big blocker save. It's the first save for Marich, was a big one. Niagara dumps it in deep, and this top line making an impact early for Niagara. Tampa behind their own net now. Good play by Cowart to himself. Now another good play to himself as Cowart is going to take it up the ice on his own.
There's Justin Bull making a defensive play in the neutral zone. Whoa, look out!
Right in front. Niagara's tied up. They move it up forward a little bit, but McDonough still gets a good shot off. Nice blocker save there made by Willis. Bull tries to circle back behind his own net. Can't. Turnover. Creates an opportunity for Tampa, and a huge save by Willis, but Tampa working behind the net. Play goes up top now. Shot right on. Good block there by Bull as he's making an impact defensively early. Tampa still working low. That's Sickles in the corner. Stick lifted by Bingle.
Here comes the physical play too, Toby.
Play goes around the net. Gallagher will dump it out of the zone. It does hit Ananasio's skate, so icing is waved off. In to pick it up now is Murphy. He'll send a cross-ice pass. Doesn't connect, though, but it's taken offsides as Whitcomb never saw his teammate over the blue line.
Tampa definitely putting their pedal to the metal right now on that opportunity, and like I had mentioned earlier, you take smooth ice at an indoor facility for granted in a game like this. Just simple forehand to backhand. It's not always going to be easy. The ruts are deep and they're jagged because when the Zamboni drops the water, it freezes immediately.
Play goes around the boards in the Niagara zone as Niagara breaks the puck out of it. Connors takes it in over the blue line. He's unable to get it deep, and that allows Tampa to turn it right around. Now up the middle of the ice comes Joyce as he gets a shot off, doesn't go. Caminiti gets another shot off. That one's blockered away. Shot from behind the net hits the side. This play's still in front. Puck's just being taken back.
Still loose, too. Just the ref lost sight of it.
Puck was just being thrown into Willis, falling off of him and thrown back into him, but ultimately a good job by Willis to finally corral it and kill the play with 15:57 remaining in this opening period.
Tampa is having a little too easy of a time getting to the front of the net right now. And I'm not saying anything about toughness, but they need to definitely collapse a little bit more in the defensive zone because Tampa is just getting to the crease, and Willis is just under siege right now as there's an icing on the play.
Icing far down into the Tampa zone, so we'll go all the way back to Niagara's. Looks like it's going to be the blocker side of Joseph Willis, who has already made a plethora of saves here early in this game, as he's been tested early. Both goalies have seen a couple scoring chances already, and both have been tall to the task. Face-off won by Steiner. It's sent around by Sfera. Picked up by Niagara, though. Unable to get it out, so Atanasio takes a shot from far that's sticked away by Willis. Now Niagara tries the breakout again. Once again, unsuccessful. And the third time is the charm as it gets over the blue line. And now a potential break here for Hemming. Hemming gets by 1-2. He tries to send one back door, but just a little bit behind the play was Zilka.
Man down, here we go.
Now in the corner, Niagara retrieves the puck again. Working below the net, it squirts out in front, but goes to the wall. Keeping the clearing attempt in is Curiel. That'll only be temporary, though, as Tampa does manage to clear out the zone. And Gelman will take it over the blue line. Now Gelman gets a shot, and it's patted away by Willis. Another good save early on. Now Sfera backhands one up to McMillan. McMillan on the point. He takes a shot. That one doesn't make it to the net. He'll get the puck again and yet another try. Working down low now. He tries to send one back door. Good stick from Willis. Prevents that. And now Bull works up the right side. Bull with Waitress. He tries to drop one back. Waitress wasn't there. And that will allow Tampa to turn the play. But nobody with Gelman, so he'll just have to ditch the puck and play some defense. Good battle, though. Forces Niagara to take a break from going up ice. Now they do. Bull heads up the center. Good job there by Bingle to stay on the right side of the blue line. Now a good stick lift in front, but the puck goes far side to the corner. Now working around his own net is Polomchak, and he sends it up the wall. Puck sending deep from far into the Niagara zone. Willis will play it. Tampa keeps it in for now. That's Sean Joyce as he sends it in down low. Good job by Tampa to forecheck hard and keep the puck in over the blue line. Now far ice pass sent to McMillan's shot. Getting over was Willis and sticking that one into the air. All the way to the blue line. Bull gets it, and he is absolutely rocked at center ice, and he'll have to go to the bench after that one.
Yeah, the Tampa bench definitely got up for that, and now they're looking to move in transition here.
Sickles up the slot. He takes a shot, tried to go 5-hole on Willis, and he's all over that. And Willis has seen a ton of shots already with still 13:40 remaining. He's got to be nearing 10 shots. According to the scorekeeper, he's at 9 so far, and I doubt that's collected the save he just made.
Yeah, I don't think it has either. And yeah, I mean, now the ice is starting to tilt in the favor of the UTampa Spartans as that hit on Justin Bull, clean as a whistle, that gives an energy jolt to the bench, and Tampa just right immediately got in on transition and attacked the blue paint. Willis is strong on his game, but he needs some help in front of him because you cannot allow Tampa to get this many looks from the blue paint.
Willis is playing very strong, but I doubt he's going to be able to shot 10 shots every 7 minutes for the rest of the game as a lob from neutral zone is sent on, and just feeling the puck there is Ethan Marich for Tampa Spartans. This broadcast today is brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. To buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property, trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty. Play on the wall. Moves up to the Niagara defense. Now moved past the Niagara defense by Reagan Lyon. And sent across ice for Hofberg. Hofberg on the wall. Makes a good move. Makes a man fall.
Ooh.
And a shot is tipped just wide. What a dangerous chance for Tampa. Lyon now in the far corner, works off the wall, takes a shot. That one's blocked immediately by Trapasso. Now another shot, tipped just wide of the net, and Niagara will elect to just flip that one out of the zone as they're really feeling the pressure from the Spartans. Puck flipped into the bench, and we'll get a whistle that looked like it was much needed for Niagara as the panic was starting to set in.
Yeah, Niagara's definitely on their heels right now, Toby. Tampa has kicked it into gear, and they're putting some pressure on. Like I said, they know they can attack the blue paint, and they are getting 2-3 forwards there every possession.
Nolan Krautwurst lines up for Niagara. Across from him is Lou DeFalco. Niagara wins the draw. Centering pass doesn't get over the blue line, and now it'll go deep into Niagara's zone. Play made out of the corner by McMahon up the wall. Battle takes place there as Niagara still pushing to get it over the blue. And a good set of hands from Zilka allows that to happen. Now Niagara gets it in deep. It's stopped behind the net by Marich. He'll just leave it there, but Niagara pressures hard, causes a little chaos.
I would advise goalies avoid playing the puck as much as possible tonight with the snow buildup and the ruddy ice behind the net.
Yeah, you don't know what bounce you're going to get as Niagara gets it back down low. Tampa tries to work out. Caminiti behind his own net. Sends one forward and tries to send another one forward. The puck's just not moving up ice for them. Shot fanned on there by Zilka as he managed to get possession, and Caminiti strips it from him after the fan. Now into the Niagara zone. Caminiti takes it. Tampa unable to make a play, so Niagara will use that to turn the play around. Now pushing into the zone for Niagara is Hemming. He gets it in deep, but now working back the other way is Atanasio for Tampa.
Ooh.
Atanasio makes a good move to the short side and takes a shot, but in position there was Joseph Willis, and now we'll get a penalty called.
Interference.
So it's going to be interference after the good scoring chance for Tampa. And it looks like that's going to go to Noah Curiel as he took out the man in front crashing the net, who was going for a backdoor play.
Yeah, it was the back ref, the one all the way back almost at center ice that made the call. Looks like Curiel was trying to tie up his man to keep him from the back door, and he took his legs out. Easy call for the official.
Cowart takes a shot, and a good screen from Reagan Lyon made that shot dangerous, but it goes just wide. Niagara gets possession, and they're able to clear it all the way down the ice. Good clearing play there by Sam Bingle forces Tampa to reset in their own zone. Trace Cowart behind his own net. Moves it up the left side, and moving with speed is Sfera. Sfera crosses off across the ice. Now he takes a shot, and a good block there by Whitcomb. Now play bounces out in front, but it's kicked aside by Willis. Cowart now at the point. He goes down the wall. Moving across the circle now are Tampa. Shot right on, and it might have been tipped there a little bit by Niagara's own Noah Whitcomb regardless.
I'd like to see Tampa get somebody to the net. They've been doing that all period. I'm not sure why the power play would be the time they would opt to not do that.
And right off the face-off they did. They got a good screen shot. Dangerous. What a move there. What a play. What a save. Wow, that was beautiful hockey. A great deke, a great pass, a great save. Another big save made by now Willis. Tampa's really putting on the pressure. Pass back to Sfera. Goes over to Cowart. Cowart back to Sfera. One-timer taken. Far pad save made by Willis.
Joe Willis brought his game tonight.
We'll see if he can keep it up the whole game, as he has been dominant this first period, much like Tampa. Play moving around the top now for the Spartans. Now down low behind the net. Spartans have it. In the corner now, it's moved up top to Cowart. He touches it over to Sfera, but he couldn't get a good pass over. And now Niagara gets momentary possession, but Tampa is all over that, and I doubt Niagara comes out with this puck.
If you're Niagara, you don't hate this right now. Just pin it and kill some time. Smart play to get a quick change, to get a fresh leg out there.
Tanner Zilka joins the penalty kill and will join right into this battle.
At some point, you got to blow this dead, ref.
And Niagara will disagree, as penalty is just killing. Only 5 seconds left now, and they'll get a clear to end it. What a job by Niagara.
I'm yelling if I'm Tampa, though.
As now Reagan Lyon is on the ground in the corner. Looks like he came out of that battle a little scuffed up, but he's back on his feet and gets on sides. Tampa really showing off their hands. However, that one just gets away of Polomchak. And now it's cleared again, but the penalty kill is over, and therefore that one is going to be ruled icing just over the halfway mark. This game is brought to you by 412 Communications, the new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers consultation for web and graphic design, social media, writing services, multimedia solutions, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. Face off to the blocker side here of Willis. Won by Niagara. However, Tampa all over the puck creates a battle. Niagara coming out with it. But another battle ensues just further up the wall. Now Niagara just slowly edging it up the wall. Finally, it's sent all the way back down, and they'll have to restart the breakout. Pass picked off there by McDonough. Creates a good opportunity, but a great job there by Liam Lawrence to kick his foot out and deflect that In tight shot wide. Now moving into the zone is Niagara. However, that's turned right around by Tampa. And entering the zone with it is going to be Steiner. Niagara gets the puck back. Clean set of passes, gets it over the blue line. However, that's as far as they'll get it for now. Now they do enter the zone, but a shot taken by Zilka is sent wide.
There's the third defender. That's the ice again. Just those slick little passes. They're just not laying flat for him right now.
Yeah, and I don't think they will all game long.
It's only going to get worse.
Tampa starts their breakout. It's going to be a 2-on-1. Niagara gets another player off the bench, so 2-on-2 now. Gelman from a bad angle sends one across the crease. Now Bull retrieves. He tries to send a stretch pass up for Hemming, but it averts him. Hemming now chases it behind the net. Play is sent up the wall. Tampa just getting it over the blue line and sending it in to the Niagara defenseman. Now a D2 pass for Niagara allows them to get it over the red line and dump. Puck was on net, so Marich will just avert that to the corner. And Niagara starts to turn the puck the other way. DeFalco now. He'll dump it in, but he was too far from the red line for the refs to give him credit for being over, and that'll go for an icing. He was only a few steps away from that just being a dump and chase.
Yeah, one more stride, it gets it done, and Niagara's going to get a much-needed offensive zone face-off right here as Tampa, since about the 5-minute mark of the first period, kind of took control of the game. And you need to, at least if nothing else, just play on that end of the ice so Willis can get a breather.
But what a heartbreaker would be after the period we've had. It's still 0-0. Niagara could very well go into the intermission with a lead here. And what would that say to a Tampa team that is dominated? As they head up ice, Tampa entering the Niagara zone, goes off sides as a little ahead of himself was Eric Lerhopt. And that'll be a whistle and a face-off in the neutral zone.
Down to 7.5 to go here. We are well past the halfway point. We are into the twilight of the first period. And like we said, let's see if NU can get some time down in the Tampa zone. It's been all Spartans for I would say about 10 minutes of game time.
Zilka takes it into the Tampa zone. He makes a nifty move, but he is absolutely leveled by Cowart. So Cowart wasn't having any of that. Now moving it up the ice, almost losing possession was Murphy, so he just taps it over the red, blue line, and maybe wisely so. Battle on the wall now between DeFalco and Zilka is joined by some teammates and sent in on net to Marich. Cowart now behind his own net. Tries to make a move around Krautwurst. That doesn't work, but he retrieves his own puck. Hit behind his net now and taken off the puck by Niagara. And now Cowart's helmet is on the ice behind the net. So the ref blows the whistle. And a little back and forth now at center ice.
They got one of them.
Eric Lerhopt and Tanner Zilka going at it, and Lerhopt's going to go back to his bench. Tanner Zilka's going to go to the penalty box.
Can't be having that right now in a game like this, a post-whistle penalty. That is a tough break here. Now you're going to put some pressure on your penalty kill, and this is a big kill and probably one that's not necessary. Wasn't necessary to take for Niagara, so this is big.
Yeah, 26, that being Zilka kind of took a shot at him after the whistle.
Not sure why he did that. I don't know what he was upset about.
Shaw brings off both posts. Stays out for now. Whistle blows.
Oh, my God.
They got away with one. That shot was taken from the blue line, rang off the glove side post, bounced to the blocker side post, bounced into the crease, and then the whistle was blown without any goal scored.
And the puck was never covered again. That's twice. The puck was loose in front. Granted, I'm not killing the refs. You lose sight of it. Actually, Tampa. Anyway, I mean,
how did that stay out?
I don't know, but you're playing with fire right now. If you're the Purple Eagles, you gotta do something. There's two forwards to the net, and they're getting there easily.
McMillan retrieves it up top, and he sends a sauce down low. That one gets past Gelman. Now sent up to McMillan, Matthew McMillan. Working across the top. Now he's on the left side. Works down the wall. Sends a seam pass and a good
guilty party here. So now it's going to be Gelman coming in to take the face off.
And he wins the face off as they get it back to Matthew McMillan, who's pressured. So Matthew McMillan will dump it off to Gelman. Puck gets by Gelman though and sent all the way down the ice by Liam Lawrence. Play made by Marich to turn the puck back up ice quickly. Niagara takes that from them, though, and sends it back in and pressures. Tampa turning it right back around. That's Gelman with the puck, taking it in the left side, and he'll stop, wait time, and look to set up again. That they will. Matthew McMillan takes a shot from far out. That one's sticked aside by Willis. McMillan with it again. He'll go down to the wall. One-timer taken. Good block there by Whitcomb. Now back up top. Working down low is Tampa. In the corner now McMillan. Now behind the net. Looking for options. He sends one out in front. Shot taken along the ground. Hits the stick of Willis and is sent out over the blue line. 30 seconds remain on the Tampa power play. Tampa gets a change, gets it to Lyon, and he'll try to work up the center of the ice. Good stick thwarts that. However, it bounces towards the net, not on it, and Sfera retrieves and sends it behind. Behind the Niagara net, Tampa working with it. They get to the corner and get it to Sfera up top. Sfera's shot into the chest, smothered and controlled by Joseph Willis, and with just 9 seconds left in this Spartan power play, Niagara's closing in on their second successful kill.
So far, so good for the Niagara kill. Granted, they've been lucky a little bit, but they're not going to ask how they stay out as long as they stay out on the penalty kill. And again, we're inside 5 minutes to go here in the first period, and it's been all Tampa for the last 13 minutes of game time.
Behind the net, Tampa working with it. Lyon will just take it around and send it up top. Penalty ends, and puck bounces out to the penalty taker, Tanner Zilka, so he'll start the breakout, sends it over to Waitrose. Waitrose can't hang on to the puck, and that'll allow Tampa to transition. 3-on-3 up the ice. The puck bounces off the stick of Cowart. Lyon there to support him, and he'll send it in down low into the corner.
Yeah, this ice is brutal right now.
Cowart takes a shot from up high. That one goes wide. Murphy's going to close in on the rebound and send it back down low. Lyon in the corner now, pressured by Niagara. Battle ensues. 2 players for each team in there, and puck is going to squirt out to Bingle. Bingle working up the wall. He is decked, and Cowart will gain possession from it. Good hit there by Tyler Hofberg.
Yeah, a little slew foot over the clean hit right there.
Now up the center of the ice.
Clean hit.
Sickles up the left side. He tries to send one across, but Lyon, unable to corral it, just tips it out of play, and now he's met by a few Niagara players. And they seem to have sorted out their issues.
Yeah, Sam Bingle did not appreciate getting hit at neutral ice right there, and he's going to have to just accept that, because that is going to happen in this game. It's going to be physical and not good, not smart right now with these refs to be taking whacks at players behind the play.
Yeah,
as you can see, these refs aren't having it tonight.
They've survived 2 penalties. I don't think they want to test it again. Shot right on, tipped by Son Joyce, but it does hit the pads of Willis and end up behind the net. Caminiti closes in to keep that puck in, and another battle ensues, this time on the right side wall to the blocker side of Willis. Still battling 3 players from each team in there, now just 2. And Niagara comes out with it and makes a DDD pass. Unable to handle that pass, though, was Niagara, and that'll cause the play to go in down low. Now in the corner, teams fight for possession. And that is one thing Niagara's doing, is they seem to be coming away with the majority of these battles, but they turn the puck over right after once again. Play is sent around. Last second hit is sent on, and that one bounces off the glove of Willis, but regardless, it's a save, and into the corner the puck goes. Teams once again fighting for the puck. Niagara makes a good play, but Caminiti will retrieve the loose puck. Shot goes wide, penalty called, and it's going to go to Niagara, so that'll be another power play for the Spartans.
Oh boy.
Slap shot is fanned on, and finally Niagara touches it as Caminiti was wound up for a blast, but he couldn't get a hold of it.
Again, just lacking discipline by NU right now. The frustration is settling early, and there's a little extracurricular, and back to the penalty kill we go with 2.5 to go in the opening period. It looks like it's Carson Latt that's heading to the penalty box.
Face-off 1. Cowart sends it across to Sfera. Sfera at the top of the circle. Works around defender Bingle and sends it around. However, waiting for it was Niagara, and just clearing it, they do. Now Cowart pressured by Niagara. Good pressure there by Connors, but he was unable to get it from him. And now Cowart works in with a nice move. It ends up on goal softly, and Willis covers up. As we remind you, this game is brought to you by Envious Gameware. For high-end hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel, find them at enviousgameware.com to get your team a look to be envious of. Face-off comes to the blocker side of Willis in the Niagara zone. 1:36 remain on the Spartan power play. Good job by Cowart to keep the clearing attempt in at the blue line, and he'll go D to D. Hofberg now back to Coward up top. He puts one over to the circle. And now Sfera works around the circle. He sends one below the net now. Working below the net are Tampa. Pass is fanned on there. And Thomas Atanasio not happy with himself as his turnover causes a dump and change for Niagara. So they get a fresh set of legs out there. Tampa works back into the zone. Hofberg now behind the net. Goes around, sends one up top for Sfera. Sfera over to Coward. He works to the top of the circle. Takes a shot. Saved by Willis. Bounces to Sfera. He's on the blue line now, and he works across. Now works in. Takes a shot. Blockered away by Willis. Back again to Coward, and the Tampa's just cycling around. Now behind the net. Tampa's still with it. Sfera in to help. Niagara comes out. However, Hofberg intercepts the pass and sends it up to Coward. Now one-timer. Blocked incidentally by Sfera. And Hofberg goes to retrieve the open puck. Sends it down low. Working below the net is Lyon. He sends one right in front. Unable to bury that one is Sickles. Sickles now in the corner. Tied up. Puck goes out to Coward. He fans on his shot. But good support allows Tampa to come out with the puck. Play in front. Bounces to the corner. Niagara now within the corner, and they finally get a much-needed clear, and that'll end their kill with 5 seconds ticking off the clock. Less than 40 seconds remain in this opening frame of a 0-0 first. Now pass bounces off Joyce, but he'll be the first one to it, as that was dangerous with Bull in all over him. Now Palmchek behind the net. He sends a pass. Niagara keeps it in the zone for now. Bull winds, fires. Shot is blocked by Palmchek, bouncing up to Sfera. And whistle blown, 17 seconds. And I am not totally sure what the whistle was for.
Yeah, I got nothing for what the whistle is there.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you something. Sfera seems to be heading towards the box. Did they
they got
too many men? Too many men.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I thought it might have been, but then nobody went towards the penalty box, so it seemed that was an impossibility, but as soon as Sfera hit the penalty box, we know.
Well, and you finally get a gift here. Let's see what they can do in the last 15 seconds, and then they'll have something to work with to start the second. 10 to go here in the first.
Bull on the wall. He tries to send a centering pass, bouncing around now. Niagara keeps it in.
He's got time.
Now McMillan has a breakaway. 3 seconds left. McMillan takes a shot. He scores! 0.5 seconds. Sit on the clock. And Nicholas McMullen goes high glove side on goaltender Joseph Willis. And what a heartbreaker for Niagara. They survive the dominance of the Spartans for 19 minutes and 58 seconds, and then on a power play with an advantage chance, Tampa finally gets their first strike of the game.
And that's got to sting if you're Niagara. You survive 3 penalty kills, and so you break down, you don't get back in a snipe by McMillan, and that is how the first period ends. Tampa's going to tell you they deserve 4 or 5. They'll take a 1-0 lead in the second. Niagara's got to regroup as they got it fed to them in that first period by the Tampa Spartans.
And that really hurts. That would have been a ton of momentum for Niagara to head into the second with not only a power play, but still the majority of it remaining, and having been beaten in the first and still out in a 0-0 game. So that does it for us in the first period here. 1-0 at Riverworks.
And just in case, if you enjoy this Nickel City Hockey Network content, games, and interviews, please feel free to like and subscribe and visit us at nickelcityhockeynetwork.com. We'll be right back after this.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Welcome back here to Riverworks as we bring you the second period action, sponsored by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. Visit militello.com for current listings for office, industrial, retail, or investment property, or call 716-856-2872. As we get ready for the second period, after a dominant 20-2 shot period in favor of Tampa, yet they end up 1-0 after a shorthanded goal.
This
Who would have
game's
thought?
weird.
Has been an odd game so far, and it starts with Niagara pressuring up ice. As coming right towards the net, shot on goal. It ends up under goaltender Marich, and he finds a way to corral it. So a really, really hot start here to this period as Ryan McMahon took it all the way to Ethan Marich, who gets tested early.
If that rush was any indicator for how this period is going to go, it appears that NU took that first period personally. Shot out of a cannon on the first possession of the second period. Great scoring chance, and good job by Marich to go post to post to stay with the puck carrier to keep it a 1-0 Spartans lead, as there's a minute and a half left to go on the penalty carrying over into the second period for too many men.
Face-off won by Bingle of Niagara, and it's worked down low by the defenseman. He won it too, Whitcomb, but he loses it, and it's cleared all the way down. Winning the race to the puck is going to be Nicholas McMillan of Tampa, but he's met by a whole posse of Purple Eagles, and they'll retrieve the puck from him as they start to work up ice now. Niagara sends it in deep. However, on the power play, I'm not sure if that's a good play, as that allows Polomchek to get possession easily, and luckily for Niagara, his clearing attempt rides the glass and ends up in the netting, so a deep in-zone draw will take place to either the right or the left side of goaltender Ethan Marich. Looks like they're letting him choose. It's going to be the glove side.
And NU going to look to maybe get some zone time set up, something they just did not have really in any spot in the first period. Going to get an opportunity to get some movement on that power play, see if they can maybe find some momentum in zone time.
Ryan McMahon retrieves the puck up high. Now he works it down low in the corner, battling with Cowart. In there to help him is another Purple Eagle. And coming out with his McMahon, he tries to go cross crease, but it just hits the corner of the pad of Ethan Marich on the way, and that allows Tampa to clear it into the Niagara zone, where it's retrieved by Noah Whitcomb. He sends it cross ice. Pass connects with nobody, and Tampa starts a turnaround, and now they'll complete it as it's sent all the way back down the ice with just 10 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Now play goes along the wall, back down low. It's sent out in front for Gelman, but Niagara makes a good play to thwart that opportunity. Now they use that for transition. Krautwurst on the blue line sends one in front. It's tipped on net by Esposito, but tall to the task with Ethan Marich, and it's sent back down the ice where it's going to be chased down by Curiel for icing. And 2 minutes into this second period, we've already got off to a fast start for both teams.
Yeah, definitely. Good job finishing the kill by Tampa, and you definitely got some chances. I think they got more chances in the first 2 minutes of this period than they saw at any point in the first. Let's see if they can build on that. I mean, Tampa had the entire first period. Let's see what NU's got now.
Face-off won by NU. The shot is taken from the point wide. It goes around to the other point, and Curiel takes a shot. That one is on net, but saved by Marich. Now keeping it in the zone now is Curiel. He works it down low and sends it around. Picked up by Tampa. That's Gelman with it. And Gelman is unable to clear. It's sent back down low by Niagara. Working around is Bolaro. Bolaro sends one in front. It bounces on net, and Marich handles that one and covers up for a whistle, and we'll see another face-off to his glove side.
Definitely. Maybe it's that side of the rink, Toby, because, granted, we're only 2 minutes in, and this is a little bit like the first period started, and you had some legs, but they're getting scoring chances and they're getting to the net. I think the discussion was to the net. That's where the good things are going to happen against a hot goaltender right now. Ooh.
Another shot is blocked.
Oh, in this temperature, that hurt me.
It did. Is now a shot up the ice for Tampa. Lyon on net. Tries to send one back door. However, not making it there quite in time was Valencia.
Oh, there's that breeze coming off the lake right there, Toby. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's feeling colder and colder by the minute as play goes into the Niagara corner. Battle ensues for the puck. It comes out on the sticks of Niagara, and it's flipped forward and out of the zone where it's going to be met by Purple Eagles. What a move! However, Waitrose is brought down, and the ref's arm never manages to go up. It's then backhanded weakly on net, and that certainly looked like a penalty from up here.
Oh, So I'm not going to make the call here for the ref, but I'm arguing that if I'm NU. But either be that as it may, got to keep playing here as Niagara. They are definitely – they came out angry in the second period, so let's see if they can build something off of that.
Yeah, this is a much different effort from the Purple. I shouldn't say effort. They were playing fast in the first. They just couldn't get anything going.
No.
We've seen a much different story early in the second. Now working around the net are the Purple Eagles. Now it goes up to the point and just tipped around back in deep. Niagara cycled his own. Battle goes on in the corner. Tampa does win that, so they'll start the breakout, and they'll do it fast as a stretch pass just gets behind of Hofberg. However, he will beat the icing. Now, along the wall, Niagara works it and just get it out over the blue line. Tripped up on the play is Polomchak, and now both teams could argue they've missed a call.
We're even now.
Hofberg makes a nice move to get around. Niagara does end up retrieving puck. It bounces towards the net. However, not knowing he had it there was Hofberg, so nothing happens. Working down the wall, teams bouncing back and forth.
Oh, that corner is going to be miserable the rest of this game right now. The puck is, like, the wall is going to be your worst enemy for the rest of this game.
Lyon cutting in towards the net. His scoring chance is stopped by Liam Lawrence, and it's sent back down the ice. And
no way, they got to wave that off. Okay, what?
Letting it go was Marich, and I guess he stayed in his crease, so technically he didn't do anything to thwart the icing. And the ref saw it that way.
No, I thought that could have been stopped at the blue line by... Okay.
Yeah, it did get right past the Tampa defender.
Defender had a play on it all day. He just whiffed on it.
Seems like it bounced right over his stick. I may have called that one off as well, but nonetheless, the faceoff is going to go to the glove side of Joseph Willis. However, won and broken out quickly by Niagara. It's going to be sent in and chased down by Joseph Esposito. In the corner on his own, met by three players of the Spartans. He's unable to keep possession, but the Spartans send it back to Niagara D.
Oh, dear.
Now falling and turning it over to McMillan. Sean Joyce gets it in front.
Oh, that was so close to being gorgeous.
Yeah, it would have been really unfortunate for Niagara. However, nothing happens. Place out in front is kicked away by Willis, and Niagara struggles but does get it over their own blue line and into Tampa's zone. Deke attempt is stopped. Trying to make a move there was Hemming, and he couldn't, and that'll allow a transition for Tampa. Going around the net now. Now stopped behind the net is Tampa. 2-on-2 battle. Comes out on the stick of Tampa, and it's set in front and batted away by the glove of Willis. Now Niagara breaks out on the right side. Sent in by Zilka. And into the corner it goes, bouncing towards the net, however not on it. And picked up by Cowart and turned the other way. Cowart is going to take it into the Niagara zone himself. He flips one forward and retrieves that himself as well. Now he tries to center centering fast to DeFalco. It ends up on McDonough's stick instead, but he can't make anything happen as he had it in a prime scoring space.
First test of the period, A+ by Joe Willis as Tampa gets their first high danger scoring chance in the second.
Yeah, and they couldn't get anything on as keeping it 1-0 was Willis. Behind the net though, Tampa still has it. And now it goes across the net.
Oh!
It looked like it bounced towards and out of the net with Willis to the side.
I believe the ref on this one, Toby. I think the stick of the defender caught that puck on the goal line. And then the puck, I don't know if it got knocked off or they blew it dead. Tampa thought they scored. We had a good look at it from here, Toby. I think NU made the save with the stick right there.
So McDonough crept in, sent it towards the net. And what a play made by Niagara. Looks like Sam Bingle batted that one out of midair right on the goal line to keep this a 1-0 game. And there's, as good as Willis is playing, I think Sam Bingle just made the save of the game.
Transition.
Tampa breaks into the zone. Sosha sends it down low. In front, the one-time opportunity for Lehrhaupt doesn't go. Now working up the wall. Niagara gets out of their zone and into Tampa's. However, they do dump and change, so Tampa will transition quickly and send it right back in, deep into Niagara's. Now Sempert behind his net. He moves it up the wall. Tampa manages to keep it in and send it back deep for Sempert to retry the breakout. He takes it around the net now. In the far corner, he cycles it back. Beat to the puck is Curiel.
What
and
a
now
save!
backdoor chance. What a stop. Willis with his best of the game. Now breaking the other way is Bingle. He takes a shot, high glove. Looks like getting a piece of it was Marich.
Oh, Bingle's been all over this shift right there. He's the one who made the save on that last play, and then Bingle was looking for the bar right there. Watch your stick, young fella.
And I think Willis heard me say Bingle made the save of the game because he just made a contender for it. What a left pad save made by Willis. Behind the net now. Niagara retrieves the puck. Thrown is Curiel.
Oh, here we go.
Getting into him was Ethan Gelman, and business has really picked up.
Here comes the forecheck. Oh, we're just getting started here, Toby. Here come the bodies.
Between scoring chances and body checks.
And goalie sending 2-line passes.
As a
3-1-2.
3-on-1 ensues. Pass goes out to Steiner. He takes a shot into the elbow and held on. And getting too close to Willis were Tampa, at least to Niagara standards.
Oh, there's a noticeable size difference right there. Steiner did not like getting a face wash from behind right there. Good on Niagara, though, Toby. You appreciate that. Protect your goalie at all costs, especially when your goalie is the only reason this game's even close right now.
What a shift from both squads. We saw scoring chances both ways. We saw big hits. We saw big passes, big plays. That was tremendous ice hockey by Niagara and Tampa. Wow, that was fun to watch.
Keep it going. We got half a game left.
Face off to the glove side of goaltender Willis. It gets just over the blue line, but Palmchek has it. And the defensemen for Tampa play a little bit of catch before taking it back into Niagara's zone. Delayed offsides causes a break for Niagara. Beating everyone to the puck, though, is Tampa defenseman Palmchek. Now Tampa tips it in to the Niagara zone. Retrieving it there is Lawrence and sending it back up the wall. Now Niagara starts a breakout of their own. Just getting into the Tampa zone. Niagara now has a break to the net. Shot! And creeping in towards the net was Chris Trapasso, but he found nothing other than the logo on Ethan Marich's jersey.
Yeah, and that's a really, really good play there by Chris Trapasso, but the goaltender, Marich, gets up high on that blue paint. Trapasso, when he went to shoot it, had a lot more than he did when the goaltender got up high on the blue paint, and a nice save again by Marich, who remains squeaky clean here in this game.
And really, really smart by Joseph Willis there, or by Ethan Marich rather, as he saw he had a defender from each side of him, and he knew that Trapasso wasn't going to be able to make a deke around him. It was going to have to be a straight shot, so he challenged it way out of the blue paint, knowing he couldn't have a deke made around him. Now Tampa works in the Niagara zone. It's sent up top for Cowart.
Oh.
His shot is tipped up and out of play by Tyler Uset. So a good step and block there by Uset. Faceoff's going to stay in the Niagara zone here with 11:20 remaining in the period.
Being the beer leaguer that I am, the idea of blocking a shot at all seems ludicrous, but to get in front of a clap bomb like that when it's this cold, tip of the cap, but you got to be a little crazy too, and I love it, but man, that has got to hurt.
Yeah, good for Uset, but I'm sure even he is happy that one hit his stick before it hit him.
I guarantee you his hands are still feeling that, Toby. That's like hitting a golf. That's like getting a golf ball on the hosel right there. You're just going to feel that no matter what.
Little mind games played there as Noah Whitcomb took a big hack at Sean Joyce after the whistle, knowing the ref couldn't see him. As perhaps trying to get under the skin of the Spartans, Niagara is.
That's not going to work. Just
No.
straight up, that is not going to work against this team. And granted, I'm all about the you-know-what and vinegar style, but you got to know your opponent. NU is not going to fall for that. I mean, Tampa's not going to bite on that, but
I don't think either team will.
that doesn't mean don't play physical. I'm certainly not saying that, but the trying to bait these guys into penalty is not a strategy to go with today.
Good keep for Tampa as a shot comes from the point, cleared away by Willis and his defenseman. Now a hit behind the net retrieves the puck for Niagara. And right now, they're desperate for a change. Is not much of a breakout attempt. They're just trying to clear the puck out of the zone with an ice. Tampa, though, doing a good job keeping it down low. As working around is McDonough. He sends one back up. And a shot taken hard. That one going wide off the stick of Sickles. Now working back down low are the Spartans. Behind the net, they have it. Puck sent in front, sent towards Willis, and he can't corral it. However, Niagara clears the puck for now. Shot comes from the point. That one hits the pad of Willis, and finally he covers up. And Niagara is certainly going to get a change of lines here with 10:02 remaining. This game today brought to you by 412 Communications, the new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers consultation for web and graphic design, social media, writing services, multimedia solutions, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve.
And to piggyback on that, Toby, we also want to give a great big thanks to other of our donors, not on the corporate level, especially with affiliations to a lot of our schools, including Niagara University, to anyone who has been generous enough to support us in bringing AAU college hockey, high school hockey, and others. Thank you very much. We could not do this without you.
Plays on the far side wall to the glove side of Ethan Willis. Niagara slowly works it up, and now much quicker as the puck finds some room. Working into the zone as McMahon. He takes a shot. That one stopped and held on to by Marich, and Niagara goes into pressure, and they're met by some bodies as Tampa took a little bit of exception to that.
Protect the goalie at all costs right there, Toby, as NU takes a turn heading into the zone with some power here. They're going to get an offensive zone faceoff, as little different in the first period, as once the ice tilted for Tampa, it never really tilted back. What we're getting a little bit of here is it's kind of a couple minutes in your zone, couple minutes in my zone. NU definitely has a lot more juice, and they're making their passes better, leaving an even period. That's going to wave off the ice. Whoa! He knows it. He's pointing to center ice. Okay.
Yeah, that faceoff will come to center ice as Blair Hopped had at least 2 or 3 steps on the Niagara Purple Eagle.
He knew. Yeah, the ref immediately put his head down and tapped himself on the chest. So no harm, no foul.
Yeah, we'll have a center ice draw, as the icing should have been waved off, and that center ice draw is going to be won by the Spartans. Play on the wall now. Goes into the Niagara zone. Niagara starts to work up ice. That's Lombardi making a play. Puck is retrieved now by Zilka on the far wall. And Bingle takes a shot. That one is tipped wide by Hemming. Ends up on the stick of the Spartans. Great flip forward, starts the rush. However, the pass forward intended for, that would be Ethan Gelman, ends up finding Willis first, and he covers up.
Oh, he got something of a snow shot. Oh, boy.
Well, we have an ad read heading to the ice. That one is...
Hey, what a catch! Look at this!
That one is caught by Patrick Hemming, so we appreciate the help there, as he saw that one floating towards him, and he snagged it out of midair. Shout out to Ethan Hemming. As Niagara now is going to have a 2-on-1.
Oh,
working
what a
towards
play!
the net, and a great defensive play stops Joshua Waitrose from getting the backdoor pass over. Now behind the net. Tampa tries to work out but can't, as Bingle gets it. He sends it into the body of Atanasio. Play is now sent forward for Tampa. They're unable to clear, and it's sent back in deep by Niagara. Now in the corner, Niagara sends it out in front. Puck retrieved, shot, and a good deflection either by Atanasio or Steiner thwarts a great scoring chance for Niagara, as they had the puck in the slot, and they took a rip at the net, but it never got there.
Yeah, the captain, Easton Gallagher, he's a very nice two-way player for the Niagara Purple Eagles. He gets that shot on net. You can tell by his reaction. He knew where he wanted to go with that puck. Great stick there by the defender at the last second to knock that puck out of play.
Play deep into the corner of the Spartan zone. Both teams fight for possession. It comes out now, goes to the other corner, and they'll go right back to battling. Both teams with 2 players in there. It's the Spartans who are going to come out with it, and they'll lean that right into a breakout as now McDonough has it. Skates into the circle, tries to send a pass over, and another great defensive play, this time on the other end by Niagara.
Getting a little bit of everything in this period here, Toby.
Joyce sends one in deep. Sickles in after it. He's battled for by Ryan McMahon. Hit is sent by Tampa, however, moving forward with it, at least temporarily, was Milne.
Yay.
Now play goes in front, bounces off the stick of defenseman Liam Lawrence into the pads of Willis, and he will hold on for a whistle, as we remind you that second period action today is sponsored by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. Visit Militello.com, that's Militello.com, for current listings for office, industrial, retail, or investment property. Face-off won by the Spartans in the offensive zone. They take a shot towards the net, never gets there. Back up to the point now. Getting another chance, and once again not able to get it to the net was McMillan, and now the play goes out over the blue line. Tampa, in their own zone, looks to work it back in. Polomchek, centering pass, finds nobody, and now McMillan will have it behind his own net. His centering pass does find Hofberg, and Hofberg starts the rush up ice. Makes a move in his skates, goes around the net, it bounces in front, finding McMillan, that is. His shot goes wide.
Oh, I don't want to say I wanted that to work, but that would have probably sent me into the roof if he would have finished that.
Tampa has had a lot of nice handwork towards the net as a shot is blocked and goes wide. Now another shot is taken from the wall. That one's blocked and maintained by Tyler Gross.
Oh, that's a shame. It hit him in the back. He was behind him, too.
And not even close to holding the line there was Tanner Zilka, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone on the Spartan side of the ice. Offsides for Niagara.
The pace is going, and this is a much faster period as there's not nearly as many whistles as there were, as both teams are just having a track meet right now in this period. Much different feel to this period as both teams are going back and forth, and the goaltenders are just on it again, just like they were in the first.
Good play by Lerhopt as he tips that one into the zone. Niagara unable to clear it for now. Now they're going to, as a good play is made, and Niagara breaks into the zone. That's Joshua Waitress up the side of the ice. He cuts back and looks for options. He finds Sempert as one who's tripped up, and Niagara's going to get a power play, but before they score! Wrist shot and a beauty taken by Ryan McMahon over the blocker of Ethan Marich. Tie hockey game.
Right on cue, NU finally gets the look, and an absolute bar burner right there from Ryan McMahon as he gets the puck on his edge and still slips it under the bar. No chance for the goaltender Marich as NU finally breaks through and gets this game tied at 1.
Ryan McMahon retrieved that puck out of the corner. He made a nice move to get on the inside of Lou DeFalco, and then he let an absolute snipe go right over the blocker. Nothing Ethan Marich could do about that one. And no penalty anymore as it's going to be 5-on-4.
Some discussion between the officials right now. I can't imagine what that's for, but now we're going to get back to the action.
So the delayed penalty is for naught as Niagara scores on it, and we're back to where we started. Tie hockey game late in this second period. Niagara with it. They send it in deep as they look to turn what they just tied into a lead. Play goes up the left side wall. Niagara able to keep it in the zone and send it in deep. Esposito with it now along the wall. He works it in low and sends it behind. Now they try to center it. However, Tampa with some good sticks stops that from happening and turns the play around. With it now is Gelman. Gelman goes off sides, and we'll have another face-off in the neutral zone to the blocker side of Willis.
5:36 here to go in the opening frame. And now it feels like the tide's turning a little bit. I don't want to say anybody has an advantage, but NU definitely has clawed it back to even, both on the score sheet and just in the momentum category if you're a subscriber to that. And let's see what we can get here in the final 5 minutes of the period.
Play sent in deep by Tampa. Retrieving behind his own net is Whitcomb, who continues to battle. He sends one up to the blue line. It doesn't get out, though. Now it does go out of play, as trying to send it back in deep into the zone was Ryan Murphy, but it found a stick and went wide, so face-off is going to stay deep. This time to the glove side of Joseph Willis. So we'll switch sides, still in the zone, though. Face-off is going to be won by Tampa, sent up to Cowart. Cowart's pressured, and now here comes an odd break for Niagara. Breaking into the zone with it is Patrick Hemming. He sends a centering pass. Shot goes under goaltender Marich. However, that's where it stays, and Zilka comes oh so close to finding the net, but he cannot.
Yeah, and NU again. Defender Cowart kind of got double-teamed at the blue line right there, lost the puck, went down. NU gets a sneaky little worm burner on the ice. Marich slams the wicket shut, and then for good measure gets outside of the net in case it squeezed through. It would go wide. Good goaltending there by the Tampa netminder.
And after a 20-2 shot period in the first, Niagara leads this period in shots 7-4, so what a turnaround. However, Tampa does break into the zone and look to get a few more of their own. On the wall, Tampa works with it. Now back to the wall, Valenza has it. He takes a shot. That one goes high and wide. Lyon now up to the point. That shot coming from distance blocked by Niagara, and the breakout starts. Pass goes behind McMahon, slowing the breakout down. However, Niagara still manages to get it out. Tampa now trying to transition, and they will. As we'll see if that gets far enough for icing. It does not. Niagara will have to work in their own zone. Puck is turned over, sent towards the net now. Now going around, it's sent around Willis. However, nothing on net.
3-on-1 if they move. Oh,
Good bank by
man.
Patrick Hemming to himself. However, his pass not quite as good as the bank as it's turned over. However, Tampa, getting the puck back, does nothing with it other than ice it. So 4:04 remain now, and we'll go all the way back down the ice as we remind you this game brought to you by Envious Gameware, makers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. Find them online at enviousgameware.com to get your team a look to be envious of. Face off to the glove side of goaltender Ethan Marich. Goes to the wall. Tampa manages to work that out of the zone, and now Lyon works up the blocker side wall of Willis. Into the corner it goes. Hofberg behind the net with him. Now play starts to work up the wall. Niagara forces a turnover and starts to work in themselves. That's Hemming sending the puck in the corner and retrieving. He fans on his pass, and that caused him to lose it. McDonough, behind everybody, is going to retrieve a pass. However, catching him back there and getting back was Tyler Gross. Play goes deep into the Tampa zone. Plenty of time with it. So McDonough will send it up the wall. Stepping over and dumping is Tampa. Niagara will send it right back over their own blue line. It doesn't quite make it, though, as Joyce keeps it in as he gets there at the last second. Play goes out in front, sticked away by Willis. Niagara able to clear on a good skate by Tyler Connors. He'll dump one in on net. Gloved down and corralled by Ethan Marich.
Ethan Marich slows it down as Niagara, after that goal scoring, they kind of got a jumper cable right to the battery, and they are definitely skating more than they were. And that's not to say they weren't skating earlier, but they found that extra gear, and they were putting the pedal to the metal trying to get the lead going into the third. That would be monumental for them considering the first period they had.
Yeah, where Tampa was just trying to really put this game away in the first, now they're weathering the storm. As it goes deep into the Niagara zone, McDonough has it. His play to the point bounces off a skate and slowly dribbles towards Willis, who says thank you and covers up. 2:49 remain here in this second period here at Riverworks in downtown Buffalo, New York.
Face-off is coming to the glove side of... Yeah, it is coming to the glove side of Joe Willis, and let's see what Tampa can do, because it has been a your turn, my turn to the period, like right there, hard shot. And let's see what Tampa can do with some offensive zone time.
Sfera just misses the net blocker side, and Tampa, although they lose the zone, still maintain possession. However, they lose that as well, as now Niagara is going to transition up ice. Tampa takes it back from them. Far side pass is connected, and Tampa re-enters the zone and takes it in low. In the corner now, Tampa working with it, sends a slot shot. Sfera takes a nice shot and an even better right pad save. However, turned over by Niagara. It goes back towards the net, and Willis sticks that one away. A little bit of an easier save than the one he just made on Sfera. Puck is iced now, and first to it was Wilbur, and that will cause the icing to be blown.
What's Bingle arguing about right now? He was beaten by 2 full strides.
Wilbur was directly in front of him.
He's a firecracker out there. I mean, you'd love to have him on your team, but man, he's got something to say just about every time he does anything.
Well, when you're over a point per game like Sam Bingle is, you can get away with a little bit more.
I'm hoping no one takes that as criticism. That is the kind of player you want on your team. He is a pest, but he is one heck of a player.
Niagara starts the breakout, and it goes successfully, is now breaking towards the net as McMahon. He takes a shot, and unable to win the battle this time with Marich as he tried to go back over the blocker. This time Marich said, fool me once, shame on you. You're not going to do it again.
You think Marich remembered they got beat high last time? He was about 3 feet above that blue paint. You were not going to get him over that shoulder on that shot. Luckily, but still though, don't mess around with that if you're Tampa.
Play back into the zone, and open in front. Tampa had a player, but they aren't able to get it to him, and Niagara is going to transition the other way. Now into the zone is Lawrence. He's in the corner, and he's hit off his feet there by McMillan, and that'll start the breakout for Tampa, who continues to work up ice. 3-on-2 now. Goes to the side. Shot by McMillan is far and wide. Now behind the net, McMillan has it again. Looks for a play in front. Puck bounces towards the net, but not on it. Now Polomchek works it down the wall. Play goes in front again. Niagara just swats that one out of the zone, and Polomchek will retrieve in the neutral with time. He sends a pass over to the wall, and Tampa sends it right back in. This one on net and blockered away by Willis. So on the blocker side wall, play squirts out to the slot. McMillan steps in. He sends a play right in front. Rebound, another big save. Willis with 2 to keep this game tied. Niagara in their own zone, unable to clear, but now they get the puck with space, and they'll skate it out easily. Hemming can't get the puck in deep. It's turned around quick, and here comes McMillan. Matthew McMillan shot. Vandon still squirts towards the net and somehow bounces in. Well, that was just sheer will by Tampa as the shot was fanned on, but they just kept pushing towards the net as a 5-man unit, and eventually it found a way past the far right pad of Joseph Willis, and for the second period in a row, a heartbreaker right at the end of the period gets past Willis.
Yeah, that's another tough one to give up. Granted, that was more Tampa scoring the goal than Niagara allowing it. The first goal was off a turnover. That was just a hard-nosed drive to the net by the Tampa Spartans, and they're looking for more here with Lyon.
Play bounces towards the net, and as we know, those bounces can be real dangerous. As
I respect Lyon knowing what's coming to him and just standing there and taking it. You're not getting the call there, young fella. You hit the goalie. You're lucky they didn't put you to the ice.
Yeah, you're not going to take a jab at the goalie.
I'm sorry. They might have hit you high, buddy. You're wearing a bubble. Get over it. You hit the goalie. Take what's coming to you.
Yeah, you don't hit the goalie and draw a penalty right after.
You can play aggressive on the goalie. I like it, but you're going to get one. You're going to get one from a defenseman that's worth anything in this game, and that's exactly what happened there.
Not if they play for the Sabres.
Let's not talk about that. I'd much rather watch these two teams play hockey all day.
Shot from in tight is stopped. Puck squirts out. And now
Willis with the blocker. Lyon's getting a little frisky in there. What are you doing? What's he doing?
And this game is getting a little chippy as
Lyon's playing with fire right now. He's getting in there. He's going to get himself tossed if he keeps this up.
And I think that's kind of Lyon's goal. He wants to stir things up, and he sure is.
He's got to know, though. Oh, boy. You can't do that. He's lucky the refs didn't see what he just did. He is lucky. I think Jeff got that on camera. He is a lucky you-know-what that the refs didn't see that. That was hilarious, but he's lucky.
Play goes up to the point, and no horn, but
here we go.
the whistle is blown.
Just drop him already if you want it. Come on.
Face to face.
Just drop him. Just get it over with, young man. You want it, do it.
Lyon and Tyler Connors, and
come on, ref. Let's go. We can't have this.
the refs are really doing very little about this. I'm amazed. They continue to jaw at each other, Lyons and Connors.
Either let him go or toss him. And Lyon continuing to make obscene gestures at Niagara. Like, dude, like, play hockey.
And the refs seem to just find it as funny as everyone else does.
I mean, it's hilarious. I'm a grown child, but I mean, this is how fights happen if you let this stuff go.
So that'll end our second period. It ends up being a 1-1 period. Of course, Tampa came in with the 1-0 lead, so that leaves us at 2-1. But despite the score still being a 1-goal difference, a much, much different period as Niagara was maybe even controlling play. Regardless, it's a 2-1 Tampa lead here at Riverworks, and we'll be back in about 15-20 minutes for the third period here at Riverworks.
And again, if you enjoyed this content, please feel free to like and subscribe, and visit us at NickelCityHockeyNetwork.com for more games, interviews, rewatch your favorite team, and more. Visit us at NickelCityHockeyNetwork.com. We'll be right back after this.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Welcome back here for the third period in beautiful but cold downtown Buffalo, New York. It's Tampa versus Niagara. Tampa finds themselves up 2-1 so far as we give you the story of the game. The scoring was started right at the end of the first period as Nicholas McMullen got a breakaway and sent it high glove to get the scoring started, 1-0 with less than a second left in the period. That was answered 15 minutes into the second period by Ryan McMahon, who sent one over the glove of goaltender Ethan Marich, but that was quickly answered by Tampa's first goal scorer's brother, Matthew McMillan. So good day for the McMillans as they've each got one.
And I'm Sean McHugh, so it's a great day for the Irish today, Toby.
Yep, ever since Connor McDavid entered the league, everyone's talked about the mix. And
I was here first.
Yes, you were. That has certainly been the story of the game today, as two McMillans and a McMahon have scored. But nonetheless, that's how we have our score, 2-1 here. And we'll see if that's how we end or if we have a little more action. I would bet towards the latter here in this third period.
Well, we have a goalie switch for Tampa. It looks like Tampa has now gone to David Palanjan. I believe it is an ankle injury for Ethan Marich. They were going to try to see if he could test it out. It looks like he's not able to go. This is big for NU. This is not disrespectful to the goaltender at all. And unless you're the Buffalo Sabres, you have an advantage with the goalie coming in off the bench. If you're the Sabres, you lose every time you get the goalie out of the game. But anyway, we're done talking about them.
So it'll be David Palanjan in for the third period. And, you know, there's one thing coming into a game cold.
It's coming into a cold game cold.
It's less than 30 degrees here. It brings a whole new meaning, but at least the glove is warmed up as he gets his first test.
But look at that pad set up. That is the aesthetic you want to a T in a Winter Classic. Old school jersey, old school looking pads.
I just wish he still had the toque he was rocking in warm-ups on the helmet. Niagara now behind the Tampa net. Play goes all the way to the corner and now reverses back the other way towards the net. That's Bingle with it behind the net. He sends it around. Picks up the puck again. Bingle now up high. Sends it over. Gross takes a shot. That one's sticked away by Palanjan. Now sent right up in front. And he certainly seems to be locked in, as early on Palanjan's been tested and he has come through.
Well, NU, they are not about to waste any time testing the goaltender coming off the bench. As again, it is David Palanjan, number 40 for Tampa, getting his action today. I know he wants to play, called into duty late. Well, he is tasked to protect the one-goal lead here in the final frame, and let's see if he and his Tampa Spartans can get that done.
Tampa wins the faceoff, sends a stretch play up to Sfera, and that puck just bounces past him. The ice not very good at this point in the game in an outdoor contest.
No, that is something you're dealing with here in the third period.
Tampa tries to reverse the puck back out of their zone. It's deep in Spartan territory, but that's exactly what they'll do, as Sfera now is going to take it into Niagara's. Sfera cuts towards the middle, and as the whistle is blown, his shot hits the face mask of Willis, so if it had gone in, it wouldn't have counted, but Tampa sure made it count as that one hit the bucket.
Well, Willis is awake. He's been awake all game, but you're worried about him dozing off a little bit. Get that out of your head right now. Willis takes one to the dome to start the game, and we're off and running here a minute into the third period.
That we are. Is now a shot taken from the poor angle is sent wide by Tampa. Play does stay in the Niagara territory for now as Steiner pulls it out. He takes a shot. High glove save by Joseph Willis, and he's picking up right where he left off in this third period.
And Willis has been, I don't think I'm out of line by saying Willis has been the best player in tonight's game.
For either team.
This game could have gotten out of hand quickly in the first period. He kept him in it, gave his team a chance to battle back in the second. Here's a shot.
Sfera off the cage again, and Sfera seems to be targeting, but that one nicked Willis. He's moving around a little slower now.
Oh boy, Sfera, he's an assassin out there now. Again, I don't think he's doing this on purpose, but man, that young man can shoot the puck. He can move, he can skate, and my goodness, can he bring it with that shot.
Puck is rolled into Willis. He'll cover up, slow to get up, and he's going to take a second to get some water and get the ringing out of his ears.
Water, slushy at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely got some ice in it. Shot from the point.
It is to quote Chance the Rapper on SNL, it is so cold.
It is not warm, to say the least, here, as Sfera gets the puck on the wall in the offensive zone. Sends one's down low towards the goal line. However, unable to make a play with it was Steiner. Niagara's breakout attempt goes for naught. Sfera picking it up again. He's taken off the puck, and Bingle is going to turn it the other way and give it over to teammate Waitrose. Waitrose takes a shot and snaring it and making it look easy.
He's still holding his stick. Wait. Is he going to give it to him? Oh, he did give it to him. Good for him. So I was waiting to see. It's fun watching what antics Bingle's going to provide between the whistle. It's extra entertainment. He handed the player the stick back. I was going to say, where was the penalty? There was interference holding the stick. I'm just like, they both did it. Let it go. I like it. And you're going to have to watch to see Bingle in this third period. You got to think the point-of-game player, as the goaltender, Palanjan, makes the save. You got to think Bingle's going to be relied upon here. He is a point-of-game player, and he is the Energizer Bunny. He is going to go. So he's someone NU's definitely going to lean on in this third period.
Niagara's going to need a complete play from their entire roster if they're going to come back from this one-goal deficit against the Spartans as they enter the zone. Tampa sends it back out just as quickly. Niagara does corral, and they look to go back in. Working with it in his own zone is Gross. He takes it over the blue, now the red. Loses it there, though, and now it's turned around, and a breakaway chance for Brendan Sickles. He works in, takes a shot right into the gut, but now flying into the wall was a player for Niagara. Can't tell who that is. And he has yet to move, as this is a bit of a scary scene here.
Okay, so yeah, the player down is
taking a look here.
It looks like it's Noah Whitcomb, and
it is. It is Noah Whitcomb, and that was a hard fall he took. I mean, he's moving his arms. I think he's kind of I don't know. I'm not going to speculate. He went head first into the wall, and all we can do is hope and pray now, as he had a load of speed, and all we can do is hope for the best, as we'd like to remind you that this game is brought to you by 412 Communications, the new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers consultation for web and graphic design, social media, writing services, multimedia solutions, and more. Visit 412communications.com. That's 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve, as we see a little motion here. And that is certainly a good sign, as up on his feet is Noah Whitcomb, holding his neck area, but he seems to be fully conscious. He's on his own power.
Under his own power. That's a great sight, okay, because that
is really relieving.
You never want to see someone take a fall into the boards like that. Thank goodness that Whitcomb's going to be all right. Hopefully he can come back into this game. But the most important part of this is that the young man is okay and was able to get off the ice on his own 2 feet without any assistance.
Obviously, there's no such thing as a good injury, but they're not all built the same, and that looked like it could have been very dangerous. Again, Noah Whitcomb, rather, was back-checking with a ton of speed, and it seems he just caught an edge and went face-first.
It looks like they're fixing a spot on the ice, Toby. I'm wondering if he caught a rut on some bad ice right there. I mean, he was skating hard on the back check right there, and he came in. There's really the shot, hard. And yeah, he caught it, and he went up. He went up and under in the back of his head, and then his backside hit the wall.
Yeah, and he might have been out for a moment there, but either way.
He's good, and we don't want to speculate, but now we have to wonder, are they going to get this ice playable now?
Yeah, if they found a rut, obviously
that is dangerous.
Obviously, it's dangerous. We just saw the danger in it. But as I was saying, just happy to see Noah Whitcomb okay after what was a particularly scary event.
It looked worse than. Hopefully, it looked worse than it was.
He was on his own power heading off the ice.
Yes, very good, very good. You don't want to be too cautious with that. So fortunate to see the NU players, they're laughing and giggling, and they're in good spirits right now, and that's a good thing to see because, as you know, Toby, playing at the high level you played at yourself, it's a brotherhood out there, and if it's bad, there aren't going to be any smiling faces on that bench right now.
Your teammates become your family at certain points of the season. Seems like you spend more time with them than your actual family, and so when someone goes down like that, it's like your own brother getting hurt, and Niagara being able to smile right now
Good sign.
Should hopefully say a lot about the condition of Noah Whitcomb, but regardless, play is resumed as Niagara gets it out over their blue line and now sent back over with the delayed offsides. Niagara has some time. Curiel starts to work up ice. He's stripped by Sfera. Sfera is going to work in with speed up the wall. Stops in the corner, cuts back, and now sends it back lower into the corner for Steiner. Steiner works around the circle, takes a shot blocked. Picked up by Cowart, though. His shot is not blocked. It's stopped by Willis and sent to the far side. Sfera is going to find the puck. He makes a nice toe drag move to work to the slot. He tries to make a second one, and that one's picked off by Gallahey. Play goes into the Tampa zone. Behind the net now with it. Cowart starts to work out. Now in the middle of the ice, taking a shot from far side. That one goes off the back glass. And it stays in the zone. Niagara working with it in their own zone. Can't get it out as Tampa continues to pressure. And sent down low there. It goes around and out of the zone. Tampa clears the zone for Niagara, and Niagara looks to take advantage, but sliding over the blue line, unable to get back on his feet, was Zilka, and that causes the offsides just under 5 minutes into this third period. Still 2-1 Spartans.
And interesting to see now. There's been a bit of a lull in the play, but let's see if we can maybe get back to the track meet we had here in the second period. See if NU can get this game tied, or if maybe Tampa can create some distance so they can breathe at least a little bit here.
Large gust of wind as the play resumes.
Oh man, yeah, that's whoa.
Yeah, you can hear it in the microphone as play goes back into Niagara territory. That's Gallahey in his own corner. He sends one up for Waitrose. His pass is deflected out of play, and that play is going to stay in the zone for Niagara. So we're going to have a face-off deep. Blocker side of Willis is where the puck's going to be dropped. Lining up for it. Bingle wins the draw. Bouncing around in the corner. It finds the sticks of Tampa Bay, and now Lyon behind the net. Works out of danger. Gets it in front. It's bouncing around the net. Never gets to it, though. And backhanded out by McMahon. Tampa working with it at their own blue line. They turn it over, and now it's worked into the zone. Bingle in the slot. He continues to work around the wall, but he's pushed to the wall and down off his feet by McMillan. Centering pass gets by Niagara, and now Tampa, with plenty of time, will break the puck out. Far side pass for Hofberg. He can't do much with it other than tip it forward, and it's sent back to, and I couldn't say that I'm more thankful to see Noah Whitcomb back out there as he is A-OK.
Good. That's all we want to see right here. Whitcomb back on the ice, so we can put that to bed.
And it was Whitcomb sending that into his bench, so the face-off will go to the glove side of his goaltender, Joseph Willis. That face-off won by Niagara. Gross sends one up the strong side wall. Doesn't get very far, though. Battle in the corner now. Brought up by Niagara. Taken by Nicholas McMillan and sent behind the net. Now Whitcomb sends one around. Hemming now with it on the wall. He sends a far pass that's tipped forward, so no icing, but Caminiti's going to be the first one to it. Pass sent up the wall is cleared by Tampa. Stopped at the red line, though, by Whitcomb. He makes a nice move to the wall. Now a nice centering move. Now another one, but he can't hang on to the puck. Niagara gets a little tied up amongst themselves, and that allows Tampa just to clear. But a good stretch of moves there by Whitcomb almost finds the net. DeFalco now dips it over to Nicholas McMillan. He's hit by Whitcomb, and ever since return to this game, Whitcomb seems to have a fire lit under him.
Yeah, he's mad right now, and that's going to help Niagara. Let's see what he's got here.
Whitcomb with the puck, working up ice. He just flips one past the defender to another one. Now play goes on the wall. Into the far corner, it's Caminiti. He banks one off the boards. And it's taken into the zone by McMillan. McMillan working on offense. He drops it back. Play bounces to center ice. And now sent forward by the Purple Eagles. They can't get it into the offensive zone, though, and now it's worked back into theirs as McMillan has it. Nicholas McMillan can't hold on to the puck. And Niagara transitions. 2-on-1 turns into a 2-on-2. And a great back check. And stick by Sean Joyce breaks up what could have been a breakaway. Tampa tries to work it up the wall. Can't get it out of the zone, though, as it's worked towards the net, and a shot attempt never goes for Trapasso. Play continues on the wall, and Sean Joyce breaks it out now as he stretches the ice up the far side. Sean Joyce into the corner. Tries to cut towards the net, but it doesn't happen. Cowart has it now in the slot, still battling for it. Cowart continues to fight, and finally the puck is taken out of dangerous territory. In his own zone now, Murphy works with it on the wall. He sends a DDD pass for Cowart, who one-touches it up the wall, and now it's sent across the ice. Sickles will skate into that one. He takes a bad angle shot off the chest and out by Willis. Now, that puck evades Murphy, will go all the way back into the Tampa end. It's going to be played by Palajan to Cowart. Cowart starts up ice. Up the left side, he clears the zone. Losing the puck there, though. It's sent back towards the Tampa zone, but Jacob Esposito just got a little too much on that and sends it into the netting. Now is a good time to remind you that this game is brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker to buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property. Trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty at militellorealty.com, or militello.com rather, sorry. Play on the wall, stretched all the way down the ice. That'll be on net, so icing's waved off, and the puck is left for Whitcomb. He'll spin out of a check and dish one up for Esposito. Play goes on the wall now and bounces back into Niagara possession, and now it's sent to be chased down by Uset. Uset met by McMillan. He's hit high, ref right in there, calls nothing. And the puck is sent out of the zone and sent right back in, and this one will be chased after by McMahon. McMahon stripped of the puck by Polomchek. He sends it out of the zone. And Tampa seems content to just throw the puck out of their zone every time it finds its way in there. Working with it now is Sfera. He goes across the ice, has it on the right side wall. Sfera is taken off the puck by Waitrose. Waitrose now will chase after his own pass, and he'll take it into the zone. Battled for by Polomchek. He spins away. Battles. 3-on-1 battle. Tampa has all their guys in there, and of course that results in them coming away with it. We'll see if they can clear as a big hit is sent on the wall. Whistle blown. And now down is Sam Bingle.
Yeah, physical play is ratcheting up right here as now there's more extracurriculars as Bingle is... Yeah, he took a big hit right there. He's getting up under his own 2 feet, and that's going to be good to see. It's good to see that he's up on his own 2 feet. Don't want to see players get injured, but this physical play is definitely ratcheting up right here.
Yeah,
and there's plenty of more talking going, and that is not the last we've seen of that.
And the first...
and Tampa responds to the talking by sending out the biggest mouth on their team with Lyon, so this is not about to de-escalate anytime soon.
The first injury we saw this period to Noah Whitcomb was just the result of a bad edge. That one was the result of a body check, and we'll see if that one's responded to a little more personally. Tampa wins the draw. Pass is tipped, but still makes it to Lyon, and he just sends it in deep. And ready to take a run at him was Tanner Zilka. Behind his own net now, Sempert drops it back. Hemming sends it around for Lombardi. He tries to start working out of the zone. Lombardi's in there with Lyon. Niagara comes out with it, and now here comes Hemming. He sends it in deep. Hemming chases after in the corner. Cowart's with him. Cowart hits him off the puck. Puck is reversed back around the net. Now it pops out in front. But waiting for it there, we're Tampa. Now a good move. Gets the puck towards the net. Backdoor play. Oh my goodness. What a play by Patrick Fleming. And he feeds it across for an easy backdoor tap-in.
Yeah, they lost the backdoor play right there. The forwards are caught up looking for the pass. And a beautiful move. And then a finish. And what an absolute tic-tac-toe play by Niagara to get this game tied halfway through the third.
So we saw earlier in the shift, Tanner Zilka wanted to take a run at Lyon, but he got rid of the puck too quickly. He decided he'll find a better way to get revenge as he finds the back of the net and ties this game up with still half the period to play.
And not a word from 28 in red that time as he was caught up ice and the man got behind him for the back door. And this game is tied.
Polomchek in his own zone makes a D-to-D play in a brand new ball game here. Puck sent in deep. We'll see if Sfera can beat the icing. He cannot, as hustling back for Niagara was Easton Gallahay. And that's how you earn the C on your jersey with hard play at all times, as we remind you this game brought brought to you by Envious Gameware, makers of high-end custom hockey uniforms, bags, and apparel. You can find them online at enviousgameware.com to get your team a look to be envious of. Face-off's going to come to the glove side of David Palajan, who has only played 10 minutes of this game. Tampa clears it. Gelman on the right side tries to send her centering pass. Waiting for it there was Gallahay. Gallahay behind his own net. Hesitates, finds a man, makes a play, and Niagara starts up ice. Dumping it in deep is Joshua Waitrose, and he'll chase and retrieve. Waitrose circles it back to McMahon. He's hit off the puck, and now going the other way is Tampa. Sfera sends a great pass over to Gelman. Creeping in, shot. He loses it making the save, but Willis does make that save. And now down on the ice, it's a Tampa player, but play continues. Shot patted away, and whistle blown as that was Sfera in the corner. He's back to his knees, appearing to be all right. Couple good saves for Willis on that shift.
Yeah, they're like I said, I've said it a bunch, but the teams, they are throwing the bodies right now. We are now in a 9.5-minute game as this game is tied, and the physical play, the intensity, and the passion is ratcheting it up right now. You're probably going to see shorter shifts until the late minutes of this game, Toby.
Yeah, Sam Bingle getting a little revenge as he was the last player we had down. He sends Sfera down on the ice himself.
Well, Sfera got him first, so, I mean, that's the game. I'm not saying two wrongs make a right. Both plays didn't warrant a penalty, but...
A lot of times, if the game isn't policed, the players will police themselves, and that's a little bit of what we're seeing here. Face-off in the neutral zone on the offside dot towards the Niagara net. Won by Niagara. However, picked by McMillan. His shot is stopped. Rebound stopped as well. Great forecheck by McMillan. Almost stole a goal for Tampa. Niagara tries to work the other way, though.
Yeah,
Zilka.
refs are calling nothing right now.
Yeah, I think they're cold, too. They just want to get out of here and go get in their heated cars.
Well, that's unfortunate. So do, well...
Puck tipped in deep by Niagara. That's Krautwurst who got a stick on that. And Tampa does transition the other way. Pass evades Lurpart. And now it's sent the other way. Niagara trying to work back into the Tampa zone.
Oh, man!
And
right below our broadcast position, another bone-crunching hit.
Patrick Hemming gets leveled, but he does it for a purpose as Niagara continues to work in deep. Another hit thrown.
Boy.
And now everybody's throwing body checks. Puck still in the zone, not anymore as it's just cleared, but Niagara's just going to send it right back in deep and change their forwards. That gives Camatini probably plenty of time behind his net. And he'll use it to send a pass up to Sickles, but it bounces off his skate, and Sickles will have to retry. Behind his own net, Sickles stripped of the puck. Getting it back for Tampa is Atanasio, but he can't clear either. Yes, he does, actually, thanks to a fortunate bounce. Sickles goes in for a big hit, but he's unable to take Lombardi off his feet. Either way, it's enough for Niagara to retrieve puck. Play now comes back to the defensive end for Niagara. And now sent back across the ice. And this has become a bit of a game of tennis as both teams just content with sending it back and forth across the ice. Now Tampa working out of their zone. That's Coward up the right side. He'll skate it in finally. Makes a nice toe drag move. Sends it back door. However, unable to get anything on it was Tampa. And continuing the battle.
Penalty. Got the penalty.
Penalty called. Ref not signaling who it's on. It is a hook, and it'll go to Niagara.
I think it's Bingle.
It is Sam Bingle taking a hooking penalty in the later stages. 7:32 remaining in this third period, and we'll see if that comes back to bite the Purple Eagles.
Yeah, Bingle doesn't like that call, and I don't know if I disagree. I don't know if I say the call was wrong, but with what those refs were letting go, I understand why Bingle's frustrated right now. Be that as it may, it does not matter. 7.5 to go, and Tampa goes to the power play. NU's power play was perfect in the first period. They're going to have to be again if they're going to keep this game tied.
Yeah, we'll see if Niagara can get this penalty killed as Tampa works with it behind the net after the face-off. Working around the net, it's Sickles. He sends that in deep for Lyon behind the net. Lyon goes to the wall, and that one's set up top. Now back down to the wall. Now back up top. At the top of the zone, it's sent just wide. Coward got a hold of that shot. And now Coward has it again. He sends it over to Sfera. Sfera back up top to Coward. Back to the wall to Sfera. He takes a shot. That one's nowhere near the net. And that'll work as a dump for Niagara and allows them to get a change. Coward Sends one in deep. That one goes off the stick of Sfera, and it's sent right back up ice. Good job at the start of this kill for Niagara. Sickles now. He sends one up the wall. And Niagara sends it right back down, and Tampa cannot get anything going right now. Stopping it behind his own net is Palajan. And working it up the ice is Cowart. He sends a pass up the wall. It evades Sickles, and that's going to go for icing. No, waved off by the referees. Curiel has it behind his net. 2-on-2 battle. Both teams kind of come out.
Watch that ice back there.
And it's sent right back down by Niagara. 45 seconds left on the Tampa power play. Chasing into the zone is Esposito, and he finds himself behind the net. Not where you want to be on a kill, but it works out for them. This one will go for icing, and that one's not whistled down. And an awesome minute and a half of killing for Niagara, as the puck never really even made it close to goaltender Joseph Willis.
No, they are absolutely killing with a purpose right now, and that's exactly what you need to do in the third period. Now the 30 seconds left in the third. Now they need an offensive zone face-off. They can get some possession here. They can really kill the rest of this and get some momentum. Worst case scenario is, though, Tampa's got to go 200 feet with 25 seconds to go on the power play.
And that's what they're going to try to start as Matthew McMillan works it from his own zone into Niagara's. He goes from left to right, and he takes a shot wide to the glove side. And the rebound bounces to Tanner Zilka, and Zilka shoots that one down the ice. And with 10 seconds left, Tampa maybe has time to start another rush.
Might have time to get out of the zone. Watch it, though, because Bingo's going to come flying out of this box.
Yeah, he would love a breakaway off of this as the play goes down low behind the net. Working down there is Valencia. That puck ends up coming out of the zone and worked back the other way. In the corner now with it is Hemming. He sends a centering pass, but Zilka unable to get his stick on it for the second of the game. Whitcomb sends it in deep, and Niagara pressures with Krotwurst. Tampa in their own zone with it. Krotwurst doing a great job pressuring, and despite being on a 1-on-4, he retrieves the puck for Niagara. Now in a great spot, a good shot by Waitrose is patted away. Now puck centered. Whitcomb retrieves and turns it back up ice. Krotwurst will skate over the blind. He takes a wrist shot, and settling it down is Palajan as he makes a high glove save. Not quite as good as that right pad save he made moments earlier that kept this a tie game just past the 5-minute mark of the third period with 4:47 remaining.
And we are inside 5 minutes, so you got to think it's not a sure thing, but we're probably playing. We might as well be close to overtime right now. Next goal very easily could be the winner.
Yep, it is unlikely that there will be 2 more goals scored in this game, so you got to imagine this might as well be overtime right now, and Whitcomb made a great play to keep those statements true. Now McDonough working in the corner. He takes it around the net and goes up top for Murphy. Murphy from the point sends a shot. Unable to control it is Willis, and it bounces around. Still loose. Still loose. And now the whistle is blown.
And they blow it when it comes free.
That was about as free as the puck had been in the last 10 seconds, and I guess then it was time for the whistle to be blown.
I don't know. Tampa came within a fraction of a centimeter multiple times as they had just players with sticks on it. It hit a blade. It hit a down butt end. It hit a rut and stopped. It hit a snowbank. It hit everything it could have hit besides the blade of a Spartan to stay out.
Face off, one Lion takes a shot, blockered away, and then sticked into the corner. Good hand-eye coordination shown off by Willis to control that rebound.
Now this is not the time for NU to play that tie up the puck game in their own end. They got to get up ice, and they got to get up ice now. Like that.
And here come Niagara. However, Tampa tries to turn the play around. Niagara able to send it in deep, not skating it into the zone though. Cowart makes a pass and stands his man up. That was Murphy rather. Now Cowart has the puck, and he moves up ice on his own. Cowart cuts towards the middle. Another cut towards the middle. He can't get it to the net. And now Niagara can't make the breakout happen. Sempert in his own corner battles with Cowart. Tampa comes out with that one. A good stick lift may prevent Tampa from keeping it. No, Cowart now moving towards the net. Ooh. He takes a shot. He really made that close.
He had that corner. I don't know if Willis got his shoulder on or hit the bar, but Cowart had that short side top cheddar. It was there.
and he won it as late into this third period. We remind you this game brought to you by 412 Communications, the new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers consultation for web and graphic design, social media writing services, multimedia solutions, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve, as we have a timeout called late into this period. And that gives me time to also remind you this game brought to you by Militello Realty, Western New York's premier commercial real estate broker. To buy, sell, or lease any office, industrial, retail, or investment property, you can trust the unparalleled knowledge and experience of Militello Realty. You can call them at 716-856-2872. That's 856-2872. Or you can find them on the web at militello.com, militello.com. 3:20 remain as these teams come out of the timeout. Face-off's going to be deep to the glove side in the Niagara zone, to the glove side of Willis, that is. And both teams, obviously, desperate to make a push to try to get what will be, most likely, the last goal of this game. Face-off, won by Tampa. McMillan takes a shot. Rebounds there. Great save. Puck's still loose in front.
You got to think Tampa's going to cash on one of these scrambles eventually, and you've got to not let them get there. Oh, man. Smoked.
Yeah, huge hit laid there.
That's not good.
Noah McMillan absolutely bodies.
The hit was clean, from what I saw.
Zilka.
I was concerned. He immediately reached down for his knee, and you never want to see someone do that.
Yeah, good clean hit, and it was Zilka who was trying to get around the hit, and unfortunately just got his knee caught into it.
He caught a rut, too.
Yeah, the ice not very good right now.
This ice is donezo. I mean, this is the last game of the night, but this ice,
thank God.
This ice needs a flood bad.
Yes, it is.
It's a pond.
Thankful that this game is ending right now and not starting, as I don't know if this ice has another 3 periods left on it.
Not a chance.
Play once again in front. Not much of a battle that time for Tampa. And now Niagara works it out and looks to start chaos of their own. Bingle takes a shot from outside, handling that one easy is Palajan. And he has shown exceptional rebound control in the 17 minutes we've got to see him, as it seems like everything that hits him either ends up in the corner or stays on him. Battle behind the net. Bingle being sent back to the bench by the ref. I can't imagine he's been thrown out.
I think they're just getting him off the ice so they're trying to keep him in the game, but also trying to keep control right now.
He's
angry. I wonder, did he get tossed?
I'm not totally sure.
Oh, that would be the worst kind of penalty to take. Oh, my goodness.
Well, the Niagara does seem to... Well, there's a conversation going on near the box.
Yeah, I think he got a major, Toby, and that is... He grabbed a hold of someone's face mask, and I think the refs...
That would be DeFalco's face mask.
Yeah, they gave him a major.
He did grab the face mask.
That is a brutally undisciplined, unnecessary penalty to take in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Especially from one of your best players.
Yeah, Bingle has to pray that his team can come out of this for him, because that is the penalty this late in the game is bad. To be undisciplined about it.
A face mask is not what you want to do now.
Tampa's going to be on the power play for the rest of the game if they don't score. If this game goes to overtime, they're going to go on the power play.
So if Tampa's unable to capitalize in the next 2 minutes, 47 seconds, they will have a power play to start overtime. But, of course, that's a long time to kill for Niagara and serving the penalty for Niagara.
Niagara cannot be thinking about overtime right now. They got to I don't want to say play for it. If you're going to win it, you got to think shorthanded goal, but you got to take care of business in front of your own net first.
Salvatore Bellaro will serve the penalty for Niagara. Face-off blocker side of Willis. 5-on-4 for the next 5 minutes. If there is 5 more minutes of gameplay, Tampa, being on the power play, sure hopes that is not the case. Face-off. Won by Tampa. McMillan over to the wall. Back up to Nicholas McMillan. Back down to the wall. Now sent down low. Puck evades Steiner, but backing him up was Gelman. Now Steiner in the corner works out. He takes a shot off the side of the net. Gelman retrieves, tries to send up the point to McMillan. Not enough on it, though. Allows a clear.
That looked frisky.
Matthew McMillan up top.
Oh, they caught him changing!
Now they caught him changing. However, unable to take advantage of it there were the Spartans. Now McMillan takes a shot, bouncing towards the net, and that was headed for glory. However, Noah Curiel, not even realizing he was in the right position, blocks it. Oh, Niagara caught a break there. Now Gelman in the corner. Looks up top for McMillan. Matthew McMillan circles down low. He takes off, and he scores from the wall. A perfect screen by Alexander Valencia. Never allows Willis to see it. I'm not sure if he got a piece of it. Based on the order of the line, I don't think he did. That is an absolute snipe by Matthew McMillan, his second goal of the game. And it's 3-2 with less than 2 minutes, and Sam Bingle is feeling that.
And NU is still shorthanded.
4:02 remain on that penalty.
That's now NU might be in some trouble, Toby.
And if I'm Tampa, the game plan is try to get the
possession,
puck and cycle it.
Possession. Shoot it if you got it. Make him hold it. Possession. And NU, it's unraveling. There's post whistle. Go to the net. Don't be foolish.
So Niagara, despite being down a man, is going to be forced to take a few chances here, and I'm sure they'll get this back up to 5-on-5 as they're going to be in a rush to get Willis out of that net. But as Tampa controls it in their zone, they can't. Hofberg working up top. He takes a shot, patted away. Rebound saved by Willis. And I wanted to criticize the shot from that far out, as at this point you don't want to be taking one that close, but it created a grade A scoring chance, so what do I know?
I mean, I agree with you, Toby, but then again, we're not the ones on the ice.
And it did create a great chance, however, even better save by Willis. Tampa wins another draw.
You can't take a point shot into shin guards right here, Toby. You have to have a lane if you're going to shoot the puck.
Ferris sends it down low behind the net for Lyon.
This is where you got to use Lyon. I mean, I've been critical of him, his post whistle. He's a big, skilled body. This is where 28 has to go to work.
Yeah, and he just screened Willis really well. The shot was blocked, so nothing happened on it, but Willis was seeing that shot.
He's about 6'3" right now. He's got huge reach. He can protect the puck as well as anybody. I would go through him if I were Tampa.
And Tampa's just playing catch, which they're content to do, as they don't need a goal. They need 50 more seconds thrown off the clock. Cowart sends a one-time pass. Shot, save, rebound, and that will do it. Sickles puts the rebound between the wickets of Willis, and 5-3, or 4-2 rather, with 46.5 seconds left, will end that. And Christopher Lyons puts the finger in front of his mouth, silencing the Niagara bench as he skates by, and I'm sure they won't forget that in tomorrow's contest.
That's quite all right, though, but you know what? When you get the job done and you do your thing, you get to talk a little bit, and this time
he earned it.
Lyons gets the last laugh. Lyon puts in the work, used the big body, took the hit. Now you can talk your you-know-what.
Well,
and also, you're not grabbing at stuff you shouldn't be grabbing at either.
JP Sfera took a one-timer. He's been taking them from there all game long, and although he doesn't get a goal from it, it finally does produce as the rebound popped right out to Brendan Sickles, and he found the net.
I call those unrecorded assists.
That they are. As pace-off won by Niagara with just 40 seconds left. They'll send it all the way down. Is still on the kill. Whistle blown, so
high stick.
High
stick. With a high stick. I almost thought they called that icing, but
yeah.
I played with a high stick.
Yeah, I was ready to start going in on the referee there, but it turns out he was paying even more attention than I was.
Other than the one call he missed that he immediately acknowledged that he missed, gotta say, only 3 officials on the ice today. They've done a great job.
Yeah, I can't complain about the reffing, which is a rare statement. Valencia.
Nobody likes the refs. I appreciate them, but no one on the ice likes the refs.
No one enjoys them. McMillan now takes it back into his own zone. We'll see if the speed of this game decreases a little bit here.
Actually, I know someone that likes the refs. They're in Kansas City.
Yeah, that is very true, and the refs like them.
Oh, yeah.
So the Spartans might just play a little catch here as... No, Matthew McMillan's going to enter the zone. They might go for another one. Shot
man.
Blocked there. That shot being blocked by Esposito.
You're back, everybody.
And hit sent by Polomchek. Not sure if it was a hit or if
I think he fell.
Simply Nolan Krautwurst lost an edge. Either way, the buzzer has gone, and our final score from today's game is 4-2, thanks to the late major penalty taken by Sam Bingle after grabbing the cage. Tampa tacks 2 on late in the game thanks to that, including the game winner, his second of the game, scored by Matthew McMillan, and that'll do it. Getting the win was not the starting goalie for the Tampa Spartans, but rather backup entering into the third, David Palajan. But regardless, that'll do it for us here on the Nickel City Network. I am your host, Tobias Bell, joined by Sean McHugh on color commentary. Operating the camera today was Jeff Jazarowski, and producing our game was Aaron Alpern. Again, we thank you for joining us. Stay warm and have a good rest of your night. 4-2, Tampa Spartans.